What's going on, everybody? I'm Ollie. I'm the host today. I'm the owner and co-founder of M2 FICO Forge and the Score Machine, and I've got one of our outstanding members of the Score Machine, M2 FICO Forge, and the Smart Hustlers Club, which is our community. I want to introduce Ramsay Jerome today. Ramsay, take it away. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Ramsay Jerome. I own Expressway Expedite LLC. I've been on the road earlier this year on cargo van from coast to coast, you name it, from California, from I got a Twit card, so I pick up cargo at the airport and stuff of that nature. Okay, so mid April, I got into a terrible cargo van wreck, and then I totally lost my cargo van. So even with a credit score of 720, I walked into the bank to go get a loan so I could just go ahead and move on with my life. They denied me. So when they denied me with 720, there was a lady behind me with a 580, and they accepted her. And I was like, they accepted her for 2 grand, and I got 720. And she told me, yes, you got a derogatory. You have some issues with the report. So it's not about the report. It's not about the credit score. She said it was the report. So as I'm driving home, I was in my zone, strolling through TikTok, and I see Andre. And Dre was like, man, I don't do credit repair. I teach it. Oh, that was bing. Say, what? What is he talking about? He teach credit repair. Man, no brainer. I just $45, but boy, that was right quick. I said, man, they done denied me. So what else do I got to lose? So I came into the community and I started listening. I started paying attention. And then when I did the first hack, which was the 24-hour removal, and I seen that work, bing, the light bulb just struck in my head. So when I went to the first Zoom class and I was learning about it's a software that you could utilize to clean your report. Oh, that was a no-brainer. I was in. I was in. I was like, look, you got a software that does the job for you. Then you have mentors that's going to teach you, and we have school where I can ask questions and get it answered. Nah, I was like, this is too good to be true. So then when I did it for my wife had 97 inquiries. And today she only has one left. Capital One. Yes. That's without calling, without nothing, just listening to the structure of the program. Yeah, I'm inside the Hustlers Club. So when I seen that happen, and then I seen what was the score machine, I was like, oh, what that the man. Immediately I said, you know what? I didn't have the money. So I was driving Uber, driving Lyft. And the only goal was, yes, hurry up, make the funds so you could get the machine. So now when you talk to your customers, it's not no issue. It's not a brainer looking at the report and wondering what's on the report and how to read the report. No, I just put it in the machine. The machine reads everything for them. And then I have a consultation with them where I show them the report and I email them the report, their progress report, and the underwriting bank. So if they're ready, they're like, they see it and they understand. And once they're ready, they're like, oh, they see the funding. They're like, yeah, let's go get funding. So now just using the machine makes it so easy for me to first lower to get my clientele because now they know I have a software that is dedicated on just them. Okay, this software is a before and an after. So I show them what's going on with their report and what we have to go fix just by looking at the underwriting. We don't even have to leave the underwriting page just by looking at the underwriting. So I tell them, look, you see what it say the first line. You need a 7 credit score across all 3 bureaus. And as you can see, you don't have it. Reason why I'm saying that, because there was one of my clients that was fighting over me. He was like, I got 14 inquiries. Oh, that's all I got. I was like, no. Send me over, download the report, send it over to me. I'll tell you what you have. Because I won't tell you. I'll just email it to you, send it through text, and you'll see what you have on the report. So he was procrastinating at first. He was sending me Credit Karma. I'm like, I can't do nothing with Credit Karma. Bro, Credit Karma only report like 2 bureaus. What are you doing? I'm telling you, if you want to get accurate information on your report, this is what you have to do. So he finally did it. He sent it to me. I went in the report and I sent it to him. From 14, he really had 66 inquiries. Probably, yeah, he had 66 inquiries. And from there, that's all he had. He just went and bought one auto and put 66 inquiries. And now he's like, man.
Sounds normal.
Yeah.
Sounds normal.
Yes, he's like, man, how can I get this off? How can I get this off? I told him, look, this is a all-in-one software, so it shows me the inquiries are there. But I'm like, dude, you still have a good report. It say credit repair. So automatically the bolt lit up on my head. I was like, yes, I have to help this guy because this guy is so close to funding, and I'm not gonna lose a customer because they don't have knowledge of what to do. So I offered them some knowledge still. I gave them the whole rundown to get the inquiries gone. And even when you give people rundown of how to get it gone, he still don't want to do it. So he still want to hire me to do it. He's like, dude, no, just do it and get me the funding. So ever since I seen from my first client that it was that easy to get them funded, oh my God, that's what I use. Every time I talk to a client, I'm like, look, the score machine, that's what you need. The score machine will, the AI system will solidify what is going on with your report, and I could diagnostic better for you. So as a beginner that knows nothing about credit repair, totally nothing, using this machine done elevated me to answer the tough questions, okay? To answer the $5,000, the $10,000 questions on why you getting denied for funding. So I elevated so much that now it's just flow naturally when I talk to customers about this issue, which is your credit and how to fix it. So much people come to me for funding, but they can't get funding because first they don't even know how to read a report, guys. So if you was like me, you don't know how to read your report. Now the AI system reads it for you and it pinpoint exactly where you need the help at. So if you don't have utilization, you'll see the red box. There's no utilization. So you know now you need to work on utilizing your credit card like 30%, less than what it is. Now you know, okay, you don't have no $5,000 credit card limit age on the card. Now you know you need to go get some age credit cards because some people have a good report, but it's just not to the standard where we need it at. It's still missing some credit building on there. So I show him the whole report, and I'm like, dude, you only had a $500 credit card. What makes you think the bank is going to give you more money? Let's go open up these secure credit cards. Let's go try to get some secure trade lines on there. Let's go ahead and put some report on there to make the credit history look amazing in order for you to get the funding you want. When I say that to them, they're like, wow, how do you know so much? I tell them I got great mentors.
I want to unpack everything that you said. You just went off on a tangent for like 8 minutes, which was fantastic. And let's start to unpack some of that stuff that you said because that was just great. So let's start. So talk about your day job. Talk about what you were doing first. Talk about how you got started in the courier business. Let's start there.
Okay, I was a chef working in the kitchen. No idea about nothing, guys. No idea. So when I got into the courier business, I knew I needed a mentor to guide me through it. So I got a mentor for the carrier business, and they helped me to escalate on broker's contract to know exactly what I'm doing in a business. Because if you go into business without a GPS, you're gonna be lost. Mm-hmm. So I was like, nope, I don't want to be lost. I'm sleeping. I'm from Florida, so I'm sleeping in California. I'm sleeping behind Planet Fitness in Texas, and that right there, you have to have knowledge. So my mentor told me how to navigate through the road. So, but my mentor did not tell me that I needed good credit. So,
And that's okay, but let's unpack that a little more. So,
okay,
also, awesome thing with the mentor, because yes, mentors are huge, and I know you've been mentored by Dre and myself. So,
yes,
I'm not even I don't even want to touch that right just yet.
okay,
But I want to talk about how the shift from business to business and the awakening of credit. Because let's be real here, there's probably, I'd say, a third of America that's in your shoes right now that looks at credit and it's like, oh, I got a decent credit score, and it's like a 580. And they don't realize how powerful credit is, and about the number. So unpack the accident and the banking thing for me. Give me what actually happened in that sense, and let's start to unpack that a little bit. So you're talking to mainstream America right now. It's not just me.
yes.
I got everything that you said, but I want you to talk to mainstream America, and that's in that sentiment of what had happened to you and what had happened at the bank that slowed your business down. So let's unpack that again. What had happened with the accident, and all that stuff?
Okay. When the accident happened, I went into a tantrum. I needed to get income to continue to keep my business afloat, because if you notice, the cargo van business, as soon as the wheels stopped spinning, the money stopped coming in.
Uh-huh.
And then when I listened to Dre on TikTok, and he was like, one income is too close to none. And I was like, oh man, now I got no income. I'm like, wow. Then what really got me was when I walked inside the bank with my chest out, and the way the lady caved my chest in from a 720 credit score, and she denied me. I was like, no, because I didn't even know what a derogatory was. She's like, you got a derogatory.
So let's unpack the derogatory. What derogatory did you have? And please tell me if you don't want to share that. But what type of
No,
derogatory?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I had an eviction that was during the pandemic. Okay.
Okay.
I got evicted from Southern Autos Sunset Palms. They
Okay.
evicted me because I lost my job. America shut down, no money. So now, me not knowing me not having the proper knowledge to know, okay, it's an eviction. It went to court. It can end up back on your report. So that's what happened. It ended up on my report as it was reported as National Credit System.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So now I'm like, who the hell is National Credit System? But when I look at it, it was the same ones with Sunset Palms.
Uh-huh.
So when she told me that, of course, I was mad. I was frustrated. And the first thing I tried to do was try to fix it on my own.
Okay.
It came back verified because I didn't have the knowledge.
Uh-huh.
So when I was in Dre's class and he was
Well,
explaining,
let's unpack that right
okay,
after. Keep there, and then we'll go there. So let's talk about the how you got into the Smart Hustlers Club in a couple of seconds. But your eviction. Let's touch base a little more on how you excuse me, how did you dispute it yourself? What did you do to get it verified? Talk about that process.
okay, that process right there was very hard. Um, I had to learn so much. Um, when I got into the community, I took a second and I was like the dumbest in the room. You can say the dumbest in the room is always the best thing. So I just
Mm-hmm.
played, I don't know nothing. I started off fresh. I don't know nothing. Let me listen. So
Uh-huh.
listening got that derogatory taken off my report. So
But where did before? So yes. But before you said you just tried to dispute it on yourself and um you got it verified. How did you get it verified before? What did you do before you got in the community?
Okay, this is how it got verified. When I went to dispute it, I did not know that I had to shut down the secondary bureaus.
How did you dispute it? Let's unpack that. Where did you go to do the dispute? Did you go to Credit Karma? Did you go to Experian? How
Credit
did you do it?
Karma.
Credit Karma. So you did an electronic dispute. That's what I wanted to
Yes.
unpack. Okay.
Yes, I did an electronic dispute with all the bureaus, thinking that that is just going to work. And
That's what I wanted to unpack. I wanted to get that answer because there's too many people in your shoes that probably did the same thing, that did it the exact same way, and that's
yes,
exactly what I was trying to get you to go towards. Now, so
yes,
let's fast forward, okay? Um, you were listening to TikTok. You
yes.
found my business partner, my other
Man,
half.
look, this is how I found Drake. I was driving. I was driving. Remind you, you're not supposed to be on your phone while you're driving. And I'm just strolling, and I just hear, I don't do credit repair. I teach it. When I heard that voice on it, like, he teach it. Then when he was breaking down the laws, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute. I never heard of 15 USC. I never heard of FRCA laws. I don't know. So I instantly shut up, and I was kind of trolling on the box. I'm like, how you doing? Repeat the code again. And then I was writing down the codes, and then I was like, okay, I need to go study. And then when I seen what he was saying was actually on point, I was like, no,
Mm-hmm.
I joined. I joined. Man, it was no brainer to me. I joined. What do I have to do next? He said, go through the classes. And from there, it was a wrap. By the time I was in step 3, I was able to do it for my wife. Now I could do it for my dad. Now I could do it for my family. So by him just saying he don't do credit repair, he teach it so you could go help your family. That was a win-win for me.
So, Smart Hustlers Club, because that's exactly where you joined. It was a school community.
Yes.
Um, our school community and how it's structured, you would say is beneficial to anybody and everybody that's out there.
Man, if you are not on this platform, you are missing out. Because if you don't know what are you doing, if you don't know nothing about the credit game, listen, this is where you want to come to find out what you need to know. And I was a student of the game. I didn't pretend I knew nothing, because really I didn't know nothing. I just know go on my Experian app, hit dispute, and then dispute. And that wasn't working, guys. That wasn't working at all. When I got with the community, I sat down. Then I started learning strategy. That's what you need to get it off. You need a strategy. It's not going in and just disputing. Let me explain myself. I was disputing everything. And for example, I had a car repossession on there. I
There we
got the
go.
car repossession when I was working at Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory number was on the profile. I didn't know to go look at my personal information. So when I went and looked at my personal information, I'm like, oh my God, I got 6 addresses. I got 10 different names. All of my jobs on there. Oh, no wonder I've been verifiable. So when I hit a dispute, they always find me because the items that was connected to me. And when I was in the community, my first day, and I heard a lovely Miss Tracy say, "You're not gonna get nothing off if you got some personal information still on there. And don't come talk to me if you didn't pull your report to see what's reporting on you."
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, I went to go download the report. I didn't even have $24. I said, you know what? I need it because this is my life. Let me see what are they reporting on me because
Oh, say that again. Say that again. Say that again, please.
I need it because this is my life and I need to know what's being reported on me.
I love it.
In order to go to the next step, you have to know. You can't go in blind and you can't go in guessing. So, with that being said, as soon as she said that, that was my first attack. I was like, there cannot be no other attacks but to clean my personal. It's too much on my personal, and some people don't even know that they still have that on a personal. They still have that backlogging, backtrack, and they still hide it in these secondary bureaus. I never knew the secondary bureaus even had my information. I never heard of them. There's like 11 of them. Being with the Smart Hustlers group, I found out, wow, there are
There's more.
secondary bureaus that
There's
have
more.
your
There's more.
yeah.
There's a lot more, but those are the 11 that we teach.
Exactly. I know because we send out 37 to each bureau. So, okay, guys, there are some things that you do not know until you get a GPS. So I call all my mentors my GPS. So when I turn on my GPS, my mentors guide me. Then I started hearing little things and little strategies that you could use to get these removed. So it was a no-brainer. First was the personal. Got that removed. Then everything else became a landslide, not a roller coaster, a landslide to take off. Easy because I wasn't verifiable no more.
There you go. And that's the key.
Yes.
That's the key. I mean, that's so lock it in with the Smart Hustlers Club in the community right off the bat in our school community. Truly took your not only profile but your life to a different level, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Instantly.
Let me ask a question over here. Before we go into the two other things that I know you said you were using. So, do you still do the courier business today, or are you just strictly focused on credit now?
I'm strictly focused on credit and funding.
Attaboy. Attaboy. I love hearing that. That's
I don't even
music
leave
to
the
my
house
ears.
No more.
That's music to my ears. I love hearing that. So, that's great. Do you have a plan to go into the courier business?
I had a plan, but after learning this, oh man, my plan switched up. I do still have a plan. So let's say once I get to the level that I'm comfortable, I always have the knowledge and I always still have the contracts and I know that business very well inside out. But let's say if I want to go back in there and drive, no. Because I learned so much in the Hustlers Club. I learned something called leveraging your debt. Okay? So, with that being said,
don't go too
don't
far.
go into it. Okay.
Don't go too far. Shameless plug. We'll add the Smart Hustlers Club to the link to the Smart Hustlers Club if anybody wants to get in on this video when we drop the whole video. So let's segue into whatchamacallit. One of I think it's number 5 in our Smart Hustlers Club, or 6. It's the M2 FICO Forge.
Yes.
What has the M2 FICO Forge done for your business? Now, saying as the co-founder and stuff like this, it's different when everybody hears it from me. But hearing from somebody that had no clue what the heck they were doing and come in and found the softwares, I want to hear from you what you think. I want to hear what it's done for you, your business and everything now, your credit business, and also your funding company. So as we were saying, we were talking about segueing into M2 FICO Forge and understanding what it did for you and your business. How did it help get your business to the next level? How did it take you to the next level?
Okay. As I was doing like you could say advertising me fixing my personal credit. I noticed that I had multiple people hit me on the inbox. They want to get their credit fixed. They want to get their credit fixed. I didn't know if they were serious or not until my first customer breaks free and he actually made the payment. When he
Mm-hmm.
made that payment, I was like, there is no way I'm finna play with nobody report. So when he gave me the money, first thing I said, I needed the software. Why? Because he had too much stuff on the report that I did not understand. And if you have a software to clean somebody's report and to and to get and to get results. So that was what it was about. It was about getting the proper results for my client. So I took a chance. Here it goes. I took a chance. I'm like, okay, let's get the software. So when I got the software and we sent out his first round of attack, remember, this guy had 27 collections. Today, he just got 4 collections on there. So does it work? Yes. Do you want to be the one figuring out stuff? No. Figuring out stuff is complicated. You want the process to be very easy on your side, on your end, and also the process to be very easy for the customer. So, with that being said, I told the customer, I cannot play with this type of report. We have to generate the letters of attack and to send them out. So, it was a no brainer. Once you generate the letters on to the M2 software, um, Ali team, of course, mail and print to all the bureaus. You've been doing this for years. That was a no brainer too, because I don't know where to send it. And to go find that information right there takes time, especially if you don't know what are you doing. Because remind you, I just started in the business. It's not like I was doing credit repair for 15 years plus. But because of the software, it made me look like I was doing credit repair 15 years plus.
So, I mean, thank you for sending the letters out through my wife's printing company. That's awesome. Um, at the end of the day, making it how to, okay, let's unpack the making it look like you've been doing the business for 15 years plus, because I know that one, you stealing that line from me, because that's how many years I've been in the business. I know that one came from me. um Let me ask you something. When you look at it like that, and the software you say makes it look like you've been doing for 15 years plus, how does it do that? Break that down.
Okay. First of all, if you don't know nothing about the CRA laws, if you don't know nothing of how to write a dispute letter, you are in big trouble. If you're thinking you're just gonna write a scribble scrabble some stuff on a paper and send it to the bureau, that is not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. I had to learn that. That's by being in the Smart Hustlers Club. I had to learn that the letters that you send to the bureau, they put it in the e-Oscar system. I thought people was reading it. Me, as a beginner. So with that being said, once they said it was an AI system reading the paper, I was like, okay, AI versus AI is no brainer, because technology done elevate so much and it's still elevating today as we talk. So with technology, using tech on tech, that was no brainer to me. Why am I finna sit down and go after YouTube, do research after research to create um a letter? Even if I use chat GBT, it won't be as perfect as a software that creates the letter for the same attacks, for the proper attacks, should I say that.
Love
And it
it.
was a no-brainer. And the reason why I say that, when I did my first client and then I print out one piece of document. I print out his bankruptcies, and I seen the way it was formatted. I was like, oh yeah, this is going to get removed. Man, it come with the laws. It come with the CRA. It come with everything for the dispute. And I was thinking to myself, man, you did a great investment, because if you wrote this letter from, it would have still been on the report. I said, if you wrote this letter from, it would have still be on the report, because as a beginner, you don't know how to articulate them letters. You don't know how to write it. You don't know what laws to use as a beginner. What the software did was made it super easy for me. So now with a click of a button, boom, generate the letters and forget about it. I didn't have to even think about it. And I was at the point where I was like, okay, should I mail it myself? My wife said, hell no, what the hell are you talking about? You brand new, where are you going to send it? Send it to the professionals, and they're going to send it to the right space, and we don't have to worry about it. With that being said, don't you know, I went and looked at the my client's report, the bankruptcy is gone. That was one attack. It's off the public record.
Okay, so I've just got to put a disclaimer in here, just for everybody. That's not normal. It does happen.
It does
We do
happen.
have people that have the same results that it has happened to Ramsay, but it is not a normal occurrence. I have to say that uh the
I'm just talking
lawyers.
my
Yeah,
experience.
no. I'm saying I just
Okay.
gotta say that for the lawyers, for the
Yes.
lawyers over here, just to make sure we see CYOA, make sure that everything's right, because somebody's going, well, Ramsey said he got it off in 1 month. Why did I get it off in 1 month? Got to
No,
make sure we got.
everybody's report is different.
Amen. So that we just got to make sure that we understand
Yes.
that,
Everybody report is different. This guy, he had a lengthy report, but everybody report is different. Just like my report is different from your report, everybody is different. Some attacks happen faster for some people. So let's say, okay, like inquiries. Everybody always talk about inquiries. Some inquiries drop off faster for some people. Like, for example, I did it for my wife. All her inquiries was gone within 4 days, which me, I was still waiting and seeing my inquiries go away slowly, but slowly for surely. So everybody is different. You cannot take my word that is going to work for you, because your report, it reports different from mine.
hmm
Do I make sense?
I absolutely think you make sense.
Okay.
I mean, the score machine, the M2 FICO Forge speaks for itself. We
For
do two
itself,
class,
yes.
yeah, we do two classes on that every single week. Like, how it works, how to utilize it, how to turn it up to the 10th level and the 10th extreme.
And guess
And
what? And I'm still in the classes. And guess what? I still come in the classes dumb. I don't know nothing. Because every day I learn something new. That's what it's about.
hey, that's the truth. All right, let's segue to my baby,
Okay.
my baby, mine and Dre's baby. We're we are at such a different level with this machine. It's crazy. Talk about the score machine. Talk about what the score machine has done for your business, man. How is that? How has that gone to the next level?
Okay. The score machine. If you guys see, I'm about to put that. It's all over my social media. That's all I talk about. I got 100 different videos, just the score machine. Let me tell you what it did for me in my business. Because when I first signed up with the Smart Hustlers Club, I know about the M2 Forge cycle. I know about the M2. But when you guys presented the machine and said it's a before and after, like, wait a minute, an all-in-one machine? Are you serious? Are you telling me you have an all-in-one machine? All I gotta do is get the client's report and report it into the machine, and the machine tells me yes, they could get the funding, and no. And with a click of a button, I could just send it straight to get the funding. And oh man, it made perfect sense to me. That was a no-brainer. That same day I found out about it, I started advertising it. I started advertising it.
So, how do you use it in your business right now? I know you're advertising it, but how do you use it in your business?
Okay,
what do you do to utilize it in your business?
okay. If the client comes to me and the client says, um, let's say they want me to do credit repair for them. So before I even touch it, I put it into the score machine first, because
Mm-hmm.
the score machine tells me exactly what is wrong with this client profile. So
Mm-hmm.
it makes it easy for me to have a consultation with the client, because some people don't know how to read the report. But this system made it so easy to read a report. I think even a 4-year-old could read a report. Yes, even a 4-year-old could read the report, because it'll say, the red, to me, the red stands for a stoplight. It's stop. The green stands for go. So once I see more greens over red and it say go to funding, I, I don't know what else to do. If it say go to funding, I can't repair no credit. It don't say credit repair. If it said credit repair, I'll go fix their credit. And even if they have a couple inquiries that's over, you still could go fix and get it lowered so they could get the biggest funding. But my whole goal was, okay, I'm a credit repair specialist. After the score machine came out, nah, I'm doing funding.
What's
I'm
my
going,
line? What's my line? What's
go
my
get the
line?
bag, right?
No, what's my line? I sell what?
I sell money.
There you
That's
go.
what I sell. I sell money. There we go.
That's my line. I'm gonna get that on my poster. That's gonna be back here now.
Yes, I sell
Um,
money.
I sell money. That's gonna be my tagline going forward with everything. I sell money. When somebody walks up to me and says, "What do you do for a living?" I sell money.
Yeah, I sell money. So, ever since you said that in the class, you like, I don't sell, I sell money. Oh, that been my slogan. That been my slogan. The score machine been very beneficial to me. Reason why? Okay, if a client wants to get funding, if you don't know how to get the client the proper funding, and you don't have bank reps and stuff of that nature, you haven't been um well educated on funding, on getting your clients funding. Well, this machine right here, it does everything for you. You won't have to worry about, can I get this client funding, because the software says credit repair. No, you cannot get the client funding. If it says goes to funding, it's very simple. It's either you could do it yourself, or if you like me, you got no experience about no banks on where to go get the client funding, you could send it to the team and the team will get the funding for you. It made the job easy, guys. I don't have to stress. Once I hit go funding, I could sleep. The team call me, let me know this is what it is. I contact the client and we get them the bag.
That's literally it. That's I mean, that's
That's
how
it.
many that's how easy we made it. And with the contracts coming
Easy.
in and all the stuff, it's gonna be even bigger. So it's great. It's honestly great. I mean, we've gone on for 45 minutes. I want to wrap this up real quick. What are your final words on going from a courier to a credit repair funding expert? I sell money now. What are your final words on that? Talk to the people out there that are listening to this.
My
What do you
final words on that, it's been a game changer. Okay. When I was doing the carrier business, imagine traveling all over the states by state, state by state. And I was worrying about one thing. What if the cargo van breaks down? I got no good credit to get no type of funding. Ever since I met the score machine, it hasn't been that way. It's been like, if I could get one client a month to get funding, I will make the same revenue that I did working the carrier business. So it made no sense to me to go against the grain. And the second part was when I lost my carrier business, it was like a sign of God or the universe talking to me. Sit down. Sit down. And once the class got in front of me, the Smart Hustlers Club, M2 FICO software, the score machine. Oh, it was a wrap. I looked at it as a blessing. It came in three. I said, okay, the score machine is going to make all the money that I need to make, and I don't have to go nowhere. I don't have to break my back. I don't have to work hard. Okay, I don't have to work hard, and that was the biggest game changer for me to make $2,000 in a day. I had to ride from Florida to California. That's a long ride. For me to make $2,000 in a day now, all I gotta do is hit go to funding.
I think you make more. I think you make more when you click go to funding. But
More, but
hey,
I'm just
hey, hey,
saying.
hey, hey,
Yeah,
I,
we just
I,
keep it at that.
let's be real. That's only one credit card.
Exactly.
um, but yes, I appreciate the words. I appreciate everything. I appreciate everything that you've done sitting down. We're gonna have you on more often as your business keeps growing. As you keep investing, the mentorship, everything that we're going into. So we're looking forward for you locking in with us long term. And I just wanted to have you on to talk about because I love your story. I love how you were in one way, now you went to another. That's why I wanted to have you on. I wanted you to explain what you're utilizing, how you're utilizing, why you're utilizing, because it's huge. It's
No,
honestly huge in what you're doing, and we want to really bring that to the forefront. We want to bring people to understand, like, you can do this. You are the one that can do this. Just $45 change your life. And
completely.
I want to break that down. $45. It wasn't a
Only,
5,000.
only
Only,
45.
only $45, but it wasn't a high
Five.
level mentor. Yeah,
Yes.
5, 10, 15, $20,000. It was 45, 40, only $45. And now when we launched a mentorship program, I wonder what only that money will do for you, because we haven't decided on a price yet. Only what that money will do for you, and how that will change your life for the better. So we're looking forward into this real big system that we're developing with the score machine and everything, and how to get you to that next level. Ramsay, thank you again for coming on.
Man, you welcome. You
You know,
welcome. I appreciate it. Listen, I appreciate you guys for the hard work that you guys put in. Okay? You guys about to make a lot of millionaires. Mark my words.
that's the
Mark
goal.
my words. You guys gonna make a lot, and I'm gonna be one of the first millionaires that you guys make. And I want to have that as a story where we could cry about later and like, man, you guys are changing lives because I see my future, and my future is selling money. Let's go.
I sell money, baby. That's that. I love it's such a hard line. I love it. It just
Yes.
back in the day, I go hard in the paint. That's that thing. It's literally same
Listen,
type of thing. Same
and
type
you
of
said
thing.
one more slogan before we cut off. You said, a smart hustler don't give up the easy money until he replace it with guaranteed income.
I was just thinking about that this morning. I was like, that was another one, and talking about work and talking about all that stuff. And we can unpack that 5,000 different ways, but people've got to understand. A smart hustler is a person that hustles the smart way.
Yes.
Is not doing it in the stupid way, and doesn't put their family, doesn't put their life, doesn't put anything at jeopardy. Because but when you start to put your life at jeopardy, that's when you're no longer a smart hustler. You're just a regular run of the mill hustler.
Being said, my cargo van, I got into a car accident. I almost lost my life. A
Mm-hmm.
terrible car wreck right then and there. So now meeting you guys and meeting this program, it made me work smarter, not harder. Yes.
There's one more thing. I'll drop it in the mentorship, not the mentorship, the mastermind today. I'll give you one of my oldest slogans that I used to use when I was working. So I'll give that today. Join our
Okay.
join our mastermind, join our things. A lot of our stuff is free. I gotta be honest, you know,
Yes,
a lot of our stuff is free or they're very nominal payments. It's only a small payment,
that's
as
it.
Ramsay said. It's only a small payment. When I mean a small payment, we're looking at the Smart Hustlers Club is only $45. The Score Machine's only $99. The M2 FICO
99 bucks, guys.
the M2 FICO Forge, the best product, the starter product that we say is only 147. We don't suggest the $97 package. So when we sit down and we talk about this, if you look at it, $300 and you're able to change your life, that's literally what Ramsey locked in for. $300 he was able to change his life, and then it moves from there. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody for locking in. This one was a shorty, but it's live. It's with a real person. It's with somebody that is not DeAndre or myself. It's not Micah just talking. It's a real person who's in the community. It's somebody that was in your shoes, and this is why we want you guys to lock in.
It's somebody that ain't know nothing.
And that's the key. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you soon, all right?
All right.